Welcome back to the big Crash playthrough. We're on our third part of Crash 3, slowly making our way through the Gold Relics. If you were here last time, I literally fucked up my thumbs a bit attempting to do, what were the levels called again? One was Road Crash and the other was High Time, I think, because they are evil and back-to-back. Yeah, High Time and Road Crash. Those levels being back-to-back, actually vile, despicable, evil to a degree, but I did them. You know, I bruised both my thumbs. I turned them both into, you know, grapes, but I did it, and now we're gonna work on getting the gold times for everything in World 4, everything in World 5, and then we'll go to the center here and clear through the levels that we unlocked. And just gonna continue chipping away at completion here. Again, this is one of my favorite games in the Crash series. I still think Crash Team Racing takes the overall cake, but I don't mind having to work through this. I don't mind that much. I may, you know, piss and moan every once in a while. Now, with this level specifically, I know of the secret here. You gotta do this first, and then I gotta remember, yep. I gotta remember how I shoot it. Not like that. Yep. You gotta do that. You have to run back and shoot the time, the little clock, with a bazooka so that you are able to effectively get all the time crates. And I think I was supposed to save that mask so I could get through a later part faster. This is one of those levels that I knew going into it was a little more evil. Oh no, I fucked up already. Okay. So I think the best way to do it is we stand like this. There. Maximize our time here. Yep. Okay. All right. Like, I can at least sit here and be glad that this isn't Crash 4 with the stupid ass, the stupid, you guys know it, you guys hate it, the triple spin speed. You know it, you hate it, it's the triple spin from Crash It's About Time. Might genuinely be everyone's least favorite. Well, maybe not everyone's least favorite addition to that game, but it's definitely one of mine. Because instead of just the regular Crash Dash, so I need to try and keep Aku, because there's a portion I remember where you kind of have to use triple invincibility. All right. But, you know, you just got to keep at it. We're speedrunners. We're professionals here. I didn't mean to get hit, but I would rather just tank it and keep going than that. It is actually really evil that they put all those crates at the beginning. But you know what? Naughty Dog was just kind of evil in the early days. They just kind of did whatever. I don't know why I broke that crate. I really didn't need to. All right, I think we're gonna run Rise It Shuts, which sucks. Welcome, Martin! Welcome. We're in the process of trying to Gold Relic all of Crash 3. I'm gonna get here as it shuts. No! Let me in! Yep. I knew that was gonna be a fail. Welcome, Martin Crash. I just read your last name, sorry. Whew. I've been on a conquest to slowly play through every Crash game in the series. And we're up to 3. So come on in, enjoy yourself. If you're a true Crash fan, you can experience the pain with me of Sphinxinator. Come on. All right, this one is going to be a little tricky, but I got it. And I should arrive at the door as it opens. Yep. Now this part is truly evil because you kind of got to do that. Break, Crash, go. All right. Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to keep all the Akus if I could, but that ain't happening, I guess. Oh god. Yep. Death to him. Oh, go faster. Don't make me sit here and wait. Ah. I really wish I could have kept all my Akus there. I could have just let those explode. I hit the button. Hey, we got the gold time at least. I possibly could have gotten the plat there. Hi, welcome. Cat Right. Cat C Right, welcome. We are Tub. That's the only name I'm using every time I hit a gold relic. I'm just focusing on the gold before you join in, because I had some people join in when I was shooting this last week asking like, oh, are you going for the platinums? No, not anytime soon at least. I'm just focusing on the gold because that's all you need for progression. In the future, I'll be masochistic and do a whole stream about getting the platinums, but for now we're just focusing on getting all the gold. Oh, I'm not a big fan of the airplane levels, so let's see how well we can do this. All right, pop the time. I don't even know if there's time stopper crates on this level or if it's just do the objective as fast as possible. You'll need some more gems. I know I need some more gems. Don't worry. We're not just doing the relics. We also have to go back and get the gems that I've been missing, but I decided to do the relics first, or at least as many of the relics as I can first, because you know you need the relics to access the hidden warp room. All right. Don't worry. I started to a time of 38 seconds, 60. I suppose maybe you could just snipe all the blimps from really far away. But you still have to deal with those guys being assholes and shooting at you. Yeah, I can't even snipe them from over here. Oh, you sent a big old chat message that I can't look at right this moment. While I am mid-gameplay, I would like this health pack while I fly over. 1 health. Please give me the health. I'm shooting the balloon. Why is the hit detection on that balloon so shit? Ah. All right. We should be able to get through all right. 2%. It's fine. If we spam the dodge while we aim at the last blimp, we can definitely get it without dying. I don't know if we're getting the gold time, because I remember when yeah, there it is. All right, I'll pause to read your message through. To 105% this game, 108 on NST if you have future tents. You need all 25 crystals, 45 gems, 30 gold platinum relics, and 5 bosses fee. Yeah, we've got. So, you were not here last time, I'm going to assume, by that message. On the very first stream I did of this game, I did just straight shot, played through the game as quickly as possible to the end, just getting all the crystals, was it? And I did that within a 3-hour stream session. Easy peasy. Then the second stream, which was just last week, we focused on the beginnings of the time trials. And tonight we're continuing the time trials because Road Crash and High Time together were a pain, and I didn't like them. I just didn't like those two back to back. All right, one more to go. All the way over there. Big Fat Crash, I played all the games. So here, the reason why I'm doing this big old playthrough is I've only really played the original trilogy and Crash Team Racing. That's all I've really played. And I was just kind of like, I want to, oh, and Crash 4, It's About Time. And I was like, you know what? I wonder what the whole series is like. Gold Relic, epic, I did it. You know, just because I've heard so many things about all the games between CTR and It's About Time, but I've never actually played them myself. Aside from Crash Bash, I've played a bit of, and it is bad. It sucks. I'm not going to try and defend that game. So my plan is just make my way through playing every Crash game in the series and giving them an honest shot. Even the ones that I've heard horrendous things about, I want to give them all a fair shake. Oh, hell yeah, tell no tales. I like the jet ski level, so I am fine with this. While the level loads up, I'm going to pull out my water here and get a drink. Feel free to get a drink, everyone, in chat. Actually, don't feel free. You have to get a drink. Stay hydrated. It's good for you. Ugh. I've only fully played Crash 1 to 3, Nitro-Fueled, and It's About Time. That's the exact set of games that I've played through. And like, they're all good, they're great games, but I'm curious. I want to expand my view. You always, whenever you hear people talk about Crash, you only hear them say the only games that you really need to play are the original trilogy, Crash Team Racing, and I hear some people say that Twinsanity is good, but for the most part, you see people like say that the rest of the series is a very mixed bag or even outright bad. So, you know, I'm just a curious little bunny, and I'm doing all of them. I know I missed a crate back there. I'm just going at it. It'll be faster if I just keep going at it than stop and try and get the crates I miss. Oh, you sent another. Also played Bash, Wrath of Cortex, the GBA games except Titans, Twinsanity, Tag Team Racing, Titans, and Mind Over Mutant on PS2. I plan on hitting most of those. I even plan on hitting, I plan on playing shit like Crash Purple for the GBA. When I say all the Crash games, I mean it. I'm not going to play like the mobile ports of the console games or anything. I'm not going to play like Mind Over Mutants GBA or Titans GBA, but I'm going to hit every individual game. I want to be thorough enough to say I've played all the games, but not like, oh, are you doing all the mobile phone games? No, I'm not doing the mobile phone games. Are you playing Spyro Orange? No, that's a Spyro game, not a Crash game. There's a difference. Oh boy, losing a little bit of time here, but it's just because I wanted to make sure I didn't hit that cannonball. We're doing them all, slowly but surely, every Saturday. So, you know, if you want to drop a sub or a follow or wear it on whichever, we do it on YouTube and Twitch. Pick your preference, all that jazz. I don't think we're getting a platinum time here. I highly doubt it. And I missed that crate. But it's fine, we're just aiming for gold. And I missed the jump there. Alright, alright, alright. When I get to Crash Purple, I'm doing Spyro Orange as well. I mean, that's your choice. Sapphire! I know I missed a few crates, but I feel like I should have been close to a gold time there. I've already personally 100%ed Crash 3 on the Insane Trilogy version, not counting. I didn't do Future Tense. But I have 100% of that game just in my own time on the Insane Trilogy, so it's been interesting coming back and playing this. 7 seconds. Those crates that I missed really do mean a lot, I guess. Crash Bash, it's very good. Crash on GBA also is very good. Crash Bash is not that good. It's okay. Like, if it's something you like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't like it. But I personally thought it was just fine what I've played. I would always rather play Mario Party. But, like, if I went over to someone's house and the only party game they had was Crash Bash, first I would ask them, why are you like this? And then I would say, fuck it, all right, grab the controllers, let's play some Crash Bash then. I've not played the GBA game, so I have no opinion on them. I've not played Wrath of Cortex or Twin Sanity or most of them. Just the original 3, CTR, and It's About Time is all I've personally played. And I've always had a very consistent policy of I'm not going to sit here and give opinions on games I haven't played. You know, I can say, oh, I've heard so-and-so, but like until I've put that controller in my hand and tried it myself, who knows? Maybe I'll end up absolutely loving Wrath of Cortex. Maybe I'll end up absolutely loving Twin Sanity and all the GBA games and everything. There we go. Alrighty, right. I will say with these jet ski levels, they're a little tricky just for the fact that it's a little hard to see where all the crates are with the draw distance. You know, sacrifice you gotta make for one of the more fun vehicle types. I really like how the jet ski is to control. Yes, I'm also one of those fans who's like, oh, the jet ski controls were terrible in NST. They're not good at all in NST. At least comparatively. On their own, they're fine, but comparing them to how they are here, yeah, it's not great. Same with the motorcycle. I hate to just hop on the bandwagons of certain opinions with games. I prefer to form my own and try and go against the norm at least a little. No, Insane Trilogy did kind of fuck up the vehicle controls. I don't know what they did or why they did it that way, but they did. I believe the target time is 1:25. So I'm kind of trying to watch that. I'll check. I saw another chat message go in. My favorite Crash is Crash 3, Bash, and Team Racing. I would say Crash Team Racing is my favorite overall Crash game. Like of the ones I've played, Crash Team Racing is my overall favorite of all time. Partially because I'm a sucker for kart racers in general, and partially because I've had the somewhat controversial opinion of I think it is better than most Mario Kart outings. I think it's just that good of a kart racer. Like, I don't think it's that controversial to say that CTR is better than what was coming out at the time with like Mario Kart 64. I think some people would, you know, say, you know, that's a reasonable opinion. But I would go as far to say that I think Crash Team Racing kind of outdoes most of Mario Kart, at least when it comes to the pure gameplay. I just like the very bouncy, addictive speed you can reach in Crash Team Racing that I don't think has really been achieved in many other kart racers. I do have a friend who has said that Crash Nitro Kart is also really good. I'm gonna trust him on that when I get around to it, and hope that I don't have to be like, buddy, no. I've also heard far more from online chatter that it kind of misses the mark, so I'm a little worried. Just a wee bit worried about that. Yeah. Let's see if we can do it. We're on much better time than we were last time, especially if I can slip through here and get this. I missed a crate, but it's fine. We're fine. We're speeding through. I took a wrong turn, so I have to... Actually, no, I didn't take a wrong turn. It's fine. We didn't get that evil achievement time that's on retro achievements. Whoever on retro achievements set all these times to be achievements, you're actually an evil person, and you wish pain upon your fellow man. I don't know why you had to set all those times as achievements. I feel like it's a little unfair to ask players to go for those like speedrun ass times. All right, we're gonna be getting close, but I think that is a gold under our belt now. There we go. Yeah, jet ski. The jet ski levels are very fun, very nice. I'm scared for when we get to hot cocoa, because I remember that was one I struggled with on the Insane trilogy. But again, that one kind of just came down to the worst jet ski controls, so I'm hoping that while we have the better controls here, I'll be able to get through it much easier. We're also blowing through this world. Okay, Future Frenzy. Let's go ahead and save so I don't forget. Gonna be fun, nice to have just a normal platformer level again after 2 vehicles back to back. One not good and one great. Don't ask why we're grungy. It came to me as a, yeah, name yourself grungy. When I did Crash Team Racing, I named my save file Wrinkly. So it kind of works out. All right. Future Frenzy. Let's see. I got my finger right over crash dash button. Let's see how quickly we can mow through this. Hang on. I want to try and time it with these electric gate. Man, that is a very awkward to hit time button. Yeah. Well, already I've struggled a little bit more than I would have liked. Yeah, the placement of that. Why is it so far off to the side? Why can't it just be a little more inside? Grab all those. Run through here, and then I think it'll probably be better if we try to land on the time crate. Is there any way to grab this and get through the gate before it goes on to really maximize it? Do I really have to sit here and wait? I really gotta sit here and wait. Hup, hup. Oh, I can go around the gates. I'm pretty sure I hit the nitro, but the game says I didn't, so I'm gonna take what the game says. I don't like these gates. I know I can jump around them, but I don't know if it's faster to jump around them or to just let them go off. Or more accurately, there's probably a better timing I could get with the cycles to just completely negate them. Go, Crash, go. Ah! Well, hey guys, familiar locale again. Why? How? What even happened there? I didn't think this level would be that bad, but it's already gotten me a little peeved. Okay, we're just missing that time crate. What? I fell through the floor. And again, this is fun. This is fine. That's such awkward timing, and I missed the time crate over there. Hopefully I don't need that one as badly. Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex, Nitro Car, and Twin Sandy. It's my favorite Crash game on PS2. I hope they're as good as people say. I've heard a lot of good about Twin Sanity. Yeah, I think it's gonna be faster if I just try and jump around the laser gates. It's a little tricky, but it's gonna save me more time in the long run if I don't fall through the fucking floor. Up. Grab that. I think now we're actually on good time. You know what? No, I deserve that. Maybe it'll be easier to jump around the right side. Maybe not necessarily easier, but more repeatable. Oh, okay. Can I feel like I should have ran past that guy, but okay, game, sure. All right. It's fine. It's fine. It's like holding your dog's nose down in his shit every time he shits, you know? The game's just gonna have to do this to me until I learn to get around its traps easier. I was definitely over that laser. I was definitely behind that laser game. And I definitely hate your time stopper being right. I shouldn't have gone back for that. What? I was walking across the nitro for a moment after it exploded. I don't know if anyone else caught that or if it was just one of those me seeing things phenomenon. Well, we're missing that crate. I'm not going back for it. It happened again! The fuck? Y'all saw that, right? I'm not going crazy. I managed to walk over a nitro. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to... I got distracted. I'm gonna have to clip that on Twitch later and look back at it. I don't know how I did that. I know of the infamous, like, glitch where when a nitro, like, jumps, you can... I'm just gonna be up with that one. You can do some tricky shit with the physics. The thing is, I don't remember this time watch being as hard to hit on the Insane Trilogy. I don't know why they would embed it into the wall there and not just, you know, put it right in the open there. I know the idea is they wouldn't want you hitting it on accident and starting a time trial when you didn't want to. Still getting the achievement. We're not trying to go for achievements. We're just trying to go for the gold relic. But welcome, Nub. I don't know. I've decided that I'm probably not going to go for the achievements on this game because in a first for retro achievements where I heavily disagree with their choices, they put a bunch of achievements that are related to getting like speedrunner level perfection times in the main set. If they were instead an optional set of achievements that didn't go towards mastering the game, I'd be a little more okay with it. But the fact that all of these times are in the main set kinda has me upset. But we are sitting here painfully still going through the relic times. And it's fine. It's fine. We're having a good time here. I got to play a Coco jet ski level. That was turned off, Crash. How did you vaporize yourself? We haven't even gone to the bulk of the level. I'm just trying so hard to perfect this part so I can, you know, have an easier time on the rest of the level. Okay, we're just gonna wait it out. There's no way the time can be that strict that I need to be doing all of this. No, we're gonna have to perfect some of this. At least the easier parts that are a little more forgiving. You know, all this, not that, apparently. It is also much easier to get from the right side, I was gonna say, but the game decided to paint me a fool twice in a row. 3 times in a row. Can we get 4 times? 4 times in a row. I am painted a fool. I'm sorry. I'm already getting way too loud. We're barely at the start of the stream. The game hit me with back-to-back Sphinxinator into the fucking airplane level as Coco, which I do not like, even though we beat it in only 2 tries, into giving me some fun with a Coco jet ski level. I'm always a fan of those. I don't think that should have counted, game. I disagree with you and your moral principles. You are ruining our youth, game. You are lying to them. And by our youth, I mean you're lying to me. I just kind of ran into that guy. I'm giving it a second. I need another drink of water already. Let me pull out a fucking cup of water. Everyone get a drink. We all need a drink. And here it was like, oh, you know, we're already halfway through this world and we're only we're less than half an hour into the stream. We've been on this goddamn level for several minutes now. At least with Sphinxinator, I only took a few tries on that level, and those tries were relatively quick. This, I can barely get past the fucking intro. And I keep falling through the floor. Crash just can't find the floor. Apparently. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone's Valentine's Day? I forgot to say it at the beginning of the stream, mostly because I did diddly dick for it. That isn't like, you know, bitterness towards not being with anyone. I just didn't do anything today. Ah! I hung out with friends and was trying not to be sleepy because for some reason I was so goddamn tired all day. Except for now, all the adrenaline is entering my body and it's flowing through me to try and complete this damn game. I don't like that cycle because it just makes the first gate easy. It makes all the others a little worse off. And I hit that guy. I really want to know what Mad Bastard on the Retro Achievements team did turn on all of those EX times for achievements. Who okayed this? Because the thing is, Retro Achievements has separate sets for stuff like, there's a lot of achievements for Mario World that are for like Kaizo type challenges. You know, challenges that normal people wouldn't go for typically. And those are a separate set. You don't have to complete them to master the game. But then whoever was picking out everything for Crash 3 said, nah, let's force them to do fucking speedrun times. Okay, are we on good? Wow, we had a really good cycle there. Who's ready to fuck it up with the rest of this level? Me. Well, I raise my hand up like a kid in school. Fuck you. Fuck you too, bud. I was really worried that I was gonna miss that jump there. All right, judging by how this level is set up, too late. Judging by how it's set up, I'm gonna get invincibility here. Game, don't you dare stutter and kill me. Come on. Go. I don't even know what the time for this level looks like. Up. Okay, all right. I swear if we don't get gold after that, like, great start. Oh, we didn't get the spring. I'm pissed. I'm so fucking pissed. I'm so done with this level already. For every level that I get like this on, I regret more and more promising, oh yeah, we'll do a stream eventually where I go through the game and get the platinum relics. Ugh. It's gonna happen someday in the future. Maybe I'll wall it behind once we get to a certain sub goal or something on like Twitch or on YouTube, like a sub goal on YouTube where it's like if I hit 3K subs or something crazy like that, I'll do the platinum stream. Well, I'm not getting the invincible now. That sure sucks. Wow, I sure suck. Thing is, this level even isn't like that bad on a normal run through. It's just the relic time that the devs were evil on. All right. This is it. This is the one. I can feel it in my bones. My bones lied. My bones lied to me. Never listen to your bones, kids. Wait, maybe this is the good cycle because we'll run to this right as it closes. Then we can come up to this. Do this. I don't know what I got stuck on there or why. This game is beautiful. It's beautiful with all of its random weird glitches. It's a work of art. People make debates. Are video games art? Crash getting stuck on a gate. That is art. I refuse to debate further. I feel like I should have jumped on that guy because the difficulty with that guy, with this guy, is like he does that. Well, we just don't get the masks anymore. That's what the point of the mask is. Okay, we're just restarting because there's no way we're gonna get a good time with that. I missed that one. I don't even care anymore. I care a little. I care a lot. Okay, lock in, Wiz. Miss 2 of them and restart because you didn't lock in. You see, I'm trying to see if I can bruise my thumb again. That's what I'm trying to do playing this damn game. I shouldn't have gone back for that one. I hope that my pain doing these achievements is at least a little funny. I've been told before that, you know, painful streams aren't that funny on on Twitch. That it's mostly, you know, people like this kind of pain if it's a YouTube video, not if it's a stream on Twitch. Also, beautiful cycle. But I can still hope that someone's gonna tune in and be like, ha 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 ha, he's restarted the same level over and over for like 10 minutes now. Isn't that wacky? Isn't that funny ass? Kill him. Run. Jump and lose. Crash, how the fuck did you do that? I'm just going for it. If I die, I die at this point. God, those sea urchins have like way too big of a hitbox on them. Like, I really feel like I shouldn't have been damaged by them then. But the game says I am, so... It's genuinely mostly just the starting area that's giving me so much pain. If I could just skip this opening area with, like, the least amount of time necessary to still hit gold rank, I would! Okay. This one's it. I can feel it. I can feel it, chat. This is the run. I can feel it in my bones. How did that hit me? How did that fall? The thing is, I really don't remember struggling with this level as much as I am now when I played on the Insane Trilogy. I think it's just the original version might be actually fucking evil, apparently. At least with that opening segment. The rest of it doesn't seem like it's that bad. In fact, on the first time I managed to get up here with an adequate starting time, I managed to get invincibility. I've just been struggling with each attempt after. It's mind games. It's self-imposed mind games. And the fact that you can't really speed through that one too much. Or there's maybe some technique that I'm unaware of. Just a little bit faster to wait for him. I know faster and waiting are kind of oxymorons, but don't worry, I'm also a moron, so it all kind of works out in my favor. But especially when this happens. All right. We just focus on going fast, eating ass. Up, 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 up. Up, up. Skip through all this. Jump on the conveyor belt to save as much time as humanly possible. I meant to slide there. So we're not getting the impossible human time, or the impossible speedrun time. I accept that. Okay, missed a crate, but it's fine. Did we at least get gold? We got a platinum! We got a platinum for our troubles. God damn! We are Gug! This is the platinum time agreed upon name. Woo! That's one less platinum to get in the future. God fucking damn it. We are only... we're only 45 minutes into the stream and I'm already sweating my fucking ass off. Oh. And we already have like barely anyone watching. I'm taking a breather. I'm taking a breather here so I can get a drink of water. Ugh. All right. We're getting a drink of water. Worth it. All right, on to the last level of this world. Oh boy, it's another tomb level, because those haven't given me any mental damage, have they now, chat? I should have saved before this. What if I game over? Oh, this one. Oh fuck, this one. This is one I do remember really not liking when I did the time, because it's the one where the water fills and you have to be fast. This was my personal hell. This was the one I personally had to replay so many fucking times. Oh boy, chat. Quids the now, boys! Okay, I missed the crate, but you know what? I somehow escaped the killer water. Why? Why didn't you grab it, Crash? Also, the hitbox for the fucking time starter is so fucked. Why is a singular beetle at this? This went from at the start of the relic hunting collection, relic hunting streams, to I like the relics in Crash, to I need whoever set these times and made these levels in this game to be fired from the video games industry. I need them to get shit in their cereal I need something to happen to them, not lethal, so that Twitch doesn't get mad at me for inciting violence or something. Why? Also, please, I wish it didn't bother playing the death animations. Why did the crate not break? Why did I not bounce upon? It's fine. It's fine. Clearly I'm fine. Just imagine how I'm gonna be when I eventually get around to doing Third Time's an Anton Blast. This one's my personal hell. I know Sphinxinator might be an overall worse experience, maybe, or an overall harder level, maybe. No, this one's my least favorite. This one just sucks. I remember it sucked to play through casually, and it sucks to do for times. I don't know why he just crouched in place and didn't do the crouch jump, which I know for a fact I inputted and I missed the time. We need to start being allowed to be hateful towards video games more often. Now we kind of gotta wait for the water. Because bandicoots can't swim, everyone! We all know this, right? And this part, where even if you go as fast as possible, the water rises when you get to this part. I remember that pissing me off so many times in so many of my runs, because it's like, I can't go any faster than what you're asking me to, game. The water is going to be down when I get here. Yep. Oh. That is not at all what I did, game. Oh, and we gotta wait for the water to go up and down, and this is my personal pick for least favorite to have to time trial. This is the one I truly look forward to the least when we have to come and do the platinums. More so than any other level. I don't care about Roadhog or Road Crash or any of those. This is going to kill me. This level is going to kill me, and it's going to fucking set fire to my corpse, and it's gonna kick my dog and call me a wiener. I would rather take Future Frenzy, because at least that was a case of, okay, I know what I have to do. I just have to have the strength to do it. This one's, I don't quite know what the level's asking of me. I'm mostly mad that I keep missing that first time crate, because I know it's possible to hit, because I hit it like consistently when I played the Insane Trilogy version of this level. But I can't now. I can't land on it, and I want to land on it just to save that one precious second, because I fear truly that I'm gonna get to the end of this fucking level and I'm gonna find that I'm 1 second off from the gold time. This is one where I'm really curious to see, how does one speedrun? How does one speedrun a level like this that actively hates you? Okay, I can save a little bit of time if I do that there. Hip, hip. But then I still have to wait. Like, maybe there's potential that if I was a little bit faster, I could have switched that right as the water went up, but then it's like, oh, what? And barely have time to get over here? Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. This level. It's just this level, man. There we go. That's how you shave off a little bit of extra time. I don't know why I went at it like that. Okay. Up. And I missed it. And I don't know how or why I missed it. We wait just a second and then immediately do this so that you can get the distance and have time. Hup, hup, hup. Hit him. Don't have time to reach this. I can't be expending this much energy on it already. I have so much of the game left to do. I can't be expending all my energy on it already. Hup, hup, hup. But it's Tomb Raider. It's my least favorite level in the entirety of Crash 3. Hup, hup. Like, that's not even an exaggeration. It's just my least favorite in this original game. Do the tornado spin so you can get across. Then you have to do that, but it doesn't really matter because it fills up already and I wouldn't have had anywhere near enough time to do that. Hup, 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 hup. Hup. Please, please, please. Thank you. Now, I think you can still drown in the water. Actually, fuck it. Let's test. Do you drown in the water while you have invincibility? I don't think you do. I think the water just stays down while you have invincibility. Okay. Good, good, goody. Goody, goody, goody. Utilize it, utilize it, utilize it. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay. Hit that. It doesn't really do anything for me. Please be gold. Oh, thank fuck. Went like god damn big. That took overall less tries than Future Frenzy, but that took more out of me than Future Frenzy did. My hand is aching. We are already at that point. We're only 1 hour in. But we have gotten all the gold relics in World 4. Let's go save so we don't lose our progress and then work on the last world of relics. And then we have this lovely thing of levels. Oh yeah, and of course there's the couple of secret levels that we still gotta do. I remember how to get to one of them, the UFO motorcycle level, but I don't remember how to get to Hot Cocoa. I don't quite remember where you gotta go for that. There's also the hidden level in like the dinosaur level, Dynamite. But again, I don't quite remember, so we might have to consult the wiki once we get to that point. Gone tomorrow, and I'm actually gone today. I'm going today. I'm getting another drink of water. I'm going cuckoo. I'm going crazy. Water. Good for you. Drink it now. All right. And of course I missed. Is it just a thing with all of these future levels that they put the time starter at the most like inconceivable position to make it damn near impossible to hit it? I need this guy to hurry up. Actually, no, we don't have to fight him. That's right. We can take the pacifist route. We can just avoid him all entirely. Oh boy, I'm gonna hope that I don't need to hit all of those crates for this. It would seem kind of stupid for you to have to stop and hit all the exclamation point crates, right? Right? Surely the game would not ask that of you. Hup. Hup. I swear, if we get through this level and get the gold, like, right away after all the shit Future Frenzy gave me, like, I'll be glad to have gotten the time, but I'll be mad for the amount of time difference. Also, I couldn't have gotten that 2-second crate because I was invincible then. Well, we're not getting the evil dev speedrun time. For better or for worse, because I feel like I'm gonna eat my own hair and turn inside out before I get any of those. Gold. Gold. I did that as perfectly as I could. All right. Gold time achieved. I tell you what, these streams where I'm doing the time trials, they make the time go away. There are some streams where the time doesn't really slip away. It feels like I'm going the whole 3 hours, but then streams like this, where I'm just going at the relics, I don't believe that we're already an hour and that I've already been here for 1 hour just to do fucking 6 levels of time trial. Oh, another motorcycle racing one. Oh, waiter, more bullshit, please. Oh, waiter. All right, let's get it done. Let's see if we spend half an hour on this one, lads. Surely not. Surely I can get this like in the first couple of tries. Like, yeah, I hit into this car and it's gonna screw me over. I'm gonna be mad, but surely we're not gonna be stuck on this level for ages like we were with Road Crash. Surely. As I notice that I'm still in 5th place. All right, there's a hole. We kind of have to. I hate the jumps because they force you to get rid of the boost. Like, a key part of these levels is trying your best to keep that boost panel boost going. But then you're kind of forced to get rid of it with some of these jumps. It might have been faster to go for the jump there. You also have these tight-ass turns. They're not nearly as bad as Road Crash. I think Road Crash is a contender for some of the worst turns in any of these motorcycle levels. But is this gonna be a close second? We're just gonna, actually no, let's go for it. Well, we're not getting the speedrun time. And unless I can get in first place like immediately, I don't think I'm getting gold time. I'm gonna go for it still, because you never know. Maybe the computers just kind of suck on their own farts and give up at the end here, and I get the gold time. Okay, actually, that's not too impossible feeling. Like, as long as I just don't screw up, I feel like I can get this pretty easily. Which I know, technically, that's like all of them. That's like every level. As long as you don't screw up, you can get it pretty easily. I don't know. Something about this feels a lot more achievable than Road Crash was. Alright. Gotta slip around the policeman here. Now we do still get rid of the boost. You don't get rid of the boost smashing through those? Through those? Why did I turn German? I didn't realize that. I guess just the amount of times I've already lost the boost before getting to one of those roadblocks. So I would already smash it anyways and just not think about it. In theory, you would think that these levels would be like the easiest to like even platinum, because oh, it's just a vehicle stage. You just kind of go forward in one, you just go in a mostly straight line and just turn a few times, and that's it. You don't have nearly as much control over the like flow of the level as you normally do. No, these are still, they can still fuck you up a lot. Especially with these damn police and the enemy cars. Okay. I really wanted to get that boost, but I don't think I would have kept it too long considering this turn here. Alright, do I get this? I don't need it, but I'll go ahead and grab it. It doesn't slow me down. I didn't have a boost. I do think some of these turns are insane for how they ask you to do them. Like, they knew how to control how tight you can turn. Not as bad as Road Crash. This feels like way more doable for gold time than Road Crash was. And before, if I have anyone try and come to these streams or anything and just say I'm bad at this or something, I dare you. Play these OG games. Play the Insane Trilogy versions. Try and get these times. I genuinely, I would love to see you try. Okay, so sometimes you lose your boost when you run into those while speeding. Okay. A little inconsistent, but like a little bit of inconsistency never hurt anyone. We're already in third place. And I think we're gonna be able to get right up to second here pretty easily. As long as I stay on this side of this lad, and then I can slip through. I should have tried to go for the boost, but I didn't. Fine, as long as we can angle ourselves to keep on the road as much as possible to not lose any speed, especially for this big turn here. Yeah, that's doable, but I feel like if I had the boost up to that point, I would not be able to perform that turn. But luckily we can get boost here, there, and perform that. We lose some time, but it's fine. We're still in first. We're not getting that evil speedrun time, but we're getting a pretty good time. I feel like this is where we're gonna get gold. Like, there's no way we don't at this pace. Hell, I'd be happy for a platinum, but I'm expecting gold. Yeah, there we go, gold. I'm concerned for what the platinum time would be, but we got gold. There, we didn't spend like fucking 20 minutes on that. You know, or like half an hour, however long we were on Road Crash. So that's all I really wanted, was to just not spend so much of my life on a singular motorcycle level that would harm my fingers all over. I'm stretching a little bit. So what level are we up to now? Flaming Passion. Then we got another airplane level and Bug Light. Okay, let's save. Let's go ahead and save again. Just to be safe, we don't want to have the infamous CTR lose like almost all your progress issue happen like we did, you know, months, many moons ago when we played CTR and fucked up the save file. All right. And of course, after we get all the relics, we still have to go back and do all the gems. That's fine. Great. Oh, he laughed at me? Well, I'm just gonna ignore you, buddy. Huh? How about that? I'm gonna kill your friend instead. I worry about if I need to keep the Aku. Every time there's an Aku in a time trial, I have to worry about, do I need to save this? Or am I good to waste it? Especially on levels like this that I don't play enough back to back to fully have them laid out in my head. I mean, already I feel like I'm having a much better time with this level than I was with any of the others in tonight's stream. Yep. 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 Putting down on time everywhere we can. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I could have just jumped on the TNT and probably would have been fine. Oh yeah, we definitely need to keep him. Oh boy, we gotta wait for the stupid carpets. Okay, we're restarting this time, child. Any level that has the vertical moving carpets is automatically gonna be a little annoying, just by virtue of how they operate. Hup. Hup, hup, hup. I didn't mean to kill him. I didn't need to kill him. He didn't have to die. But he did anyways. Yep. Okay, no, we can't short hop over him. We have to tall. Or maybe aim differently. I feel like there we definitely should have died to him, but the game just decided we didn't. And that's fine by me. If the game wants to say I live... Hup, hup. Yeah, we can just hop. Those don't count towards okay, so TNT breaking time crates doesn't count towards giving you the stop time. And yet if like something else breaks it for you, it does count. I could have sworn time crates hitting counted, but you know, my memory can only hold so many facts about Ben 10 before it has to start dumping thoughts on other things, even if it's other things I quite like. There we go. That's a lot of time saved there. Yep. Oh, okay, we're on a good cycle here. All right, well, let's hope we would have got invincible right here. We still fucked it up. Why is it that all the Egypt ones are generally a lot less forgiving in like every regard? That's not me like trying to call out a pattern that isn't there. A lot of people's least favorite levels I've noticed when going for these, like besides the motorcycle ones, are like, you know, High Time, Sphinxinator, Tomb Waiter. Okay, at least mine is Tomb Waiter, so maybe it's a pattern with me and I need to get that looked at. Yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't take damage there, somehow. Even though I definitely should have. The thing is, you gotta stay completely still if you want to get those crates hit on the bottom. Yep. 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 You know, someday I'll play through like a 3D Sonic and I'll appreciate how that game has speedrunning in the sense of you go through the levels fast. But for now, I get all my speedrunning through Crash, and in the future, Anton. I bet if I go for a slide jump there, that'll be better. Hup. 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 Nah, I'd have to go for a slide double jump, which is a little more awkward to pull off, but could be worth it. I also need to do that second bouncy crate without going too high up because I waste time on the down trip. Yep. 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 All right. Stand still for that. It's a little slower, but worth it because then you know, don't die. Hip, hip, hip. Come on. Ah! It's fine. It's not fine. I would have really liked that invincibility to get me through all this, but you know what? It's fine. It truly is fine. Yep. We already did pretty good time-wise, right? That has to be a gold. And it's a platinum. And it's a platinum. There we go. I was pissing over nothing. That's a gug time. I don't know why. It's just I want it every time I get a platinum. I have to name myself Gug. Every time I get a gold, it's Tub. All it is. No deep meaning to it. It's just those are funny to me. I'm a simp. Oh man. Okay. So what level are we up to now? 24. Airplane level. I need a drink of water before I enter this. Oh, I also need to pick up. I dropped my fucking jacket on the floor apparently. I took it off because I was getting too hot and sweaty. Opening up my water. If I can at the very least get these 2 gold relics before the 1 hour 30 mark, and I don't know how easily that's gonna happen, because I gotta look up how to get all the secret levels because I don't quite remember. I know there's hot cocoa, but I don't know how you enter it. I know there's area 51 or whatever it's called. All right, where's the time crate? All right, get all the airplanes dead. I guess if I hold and crab claw the controller so I can hold down the shoot button and spam the dodge as needed. I'm still not overly a fan of these levels. Why won't it die? Part of me also just hates them for the lack of any kind of aiming reticle. Like that's not even a, oh, I'm too used to playing Crash, the Insane Trilogy version. No, it just would be nice to have a better idea of what I'm aiming at. And it makes me sit here and question why it wasn't an option from the start. I would like to hit these guys. Why are the bullets so fucking terrible? Like, I'd love to destroy all these mad bombers. Maybe my picks for worst levels to time relic run are gonna be a lot different from a lot of other players. Mad Bombers might actually be in that running for one of my least favorites to go for. Mad Bombings, Tomb Waiter. It's just not fun. This isn't fun. I generally already just am not a big fan of the vehicle levels like this and the motorcycle because of the lack of control and how fast I go. But it's also just not fun. At least the motorcycle levels are kind of fun to control. This is just floppy. Oh boy, we missed out on the retro achievement time, which means I don't like our chances of having hit gold. I remember this is the level I had to replay a lot on Insane to get, and it was better. This is one of those few levels that's better than the Insane trilogy. They give you an aiming reticle and they actually make the bullets feel like they're hitting their target all the time. Unlike this. Please stop. Please stop, game. I want to like your airplane levels more. But they're terrible! And I hate them. I'm gonna fucking die here. Ah. Am I alone in this? Am I the sole hater of these airplane levels? Maybe it'll be easier if we go for these ones that are way in the back first. I don't believe I am. I feel like more people have got to hate these levels because I despise them. The tiny planes are awkward to hit and are obnoxious. The big planes take way too many shots. The controls are all fidgety. Like, why does it pull back on me when I'm turning? I don't want to hear any, oh, that's how a real airplane feels. I'm a bandicoot flying an airplane. We're not going for realism here, boys. I didn't want that, but okay. I would also really like a way to go faster so I can get up to the planes. Like in a normal setting, these levels are fine, if kind of annoying, because, oh, the challenge is you gotta go far to hit all the planes. It doesn't work as well speeding through. Okay. I would like to hit that health. I'm definitely hitting that health. The game just decided, no, you're not gonna hit it. We didn't get the retro time. Means I don't like my odds in general. Why do they drain so much of your health? You like, I know you can hit them in one hit, and it's like the idea, oh, okay, so it's fine. You can just destroy them in one hit. But they're such a goddamn pain to hit with this steering. I've genuinely never despised the level as much as I have Mad Bomber. I'm getting sweat in my eye. I gotta wipe it out. Oh, funny 69. Am I alone in this? Am I an idiot? Is Mad Bomber is not considered one of the most deplorable when it comes to the relic times, or just in general? Am I the? I'll gladly be the sole hater of the airplane levels, and I gotta restart. There's no way this is gonna be a winning. Okay, where's the nearest airplanes? They're all behind me. So strategically, I'm going to try and grab this just with the plane itself and start the time. So I can turn around and get these big planes right away. Grab that health right away because I need it already, because fuck me, I guess. I need validation. I need someone to come into chat and tell me that they also hate Mad Bombers. Or just the airplanes in general. I should do a census report on these fucking levels, because God, nothing but disdain for them, both in the original and in the remake. Okay, cool. I just don't hit the guy, even though I know for a fact my bullets hit the guy flying at me. All right, only one more left. No, please. Okay, let's go for the health. There. Last one. Please tell me this is the gold time so I can leave this hell. Never played, so I wouldn't know. Please tell me that was a gold. It was a platinum? That didn't feel like a platinum. But hey, it means I'm... You know what? I am not complaining. I'm so happy that's platinum. That means we do not have to come back to it later on. Hallelujah. And now we just gotta do Bug Light, which it's kind of just a straight shot to the end if I remember correctly. Oh, I need another drink of water. Ugh. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I get to the end of my whole Crash playthrough and I've played all the games and gotten all the time trial relics, and even after I do the platinum relic run, I'm gonna need to get into fucking cocaine or something to supplement the dopamine rush that I'm gonna no longer feel going for these. Deadlock's newest 6 characters are pretty cancer. That, from what I've been able to ascertain from both friends and also random denizens on the internet, Deadlock seems to be a game that everyone loves, but they still hate to play it. It's the League of Legends effect of fuck this game, but also I love this game. I personally thought the game was just okay. I didn't quite get into it. What the fuck? God damn, I think that's the fastest I've died on a level right at the start. Ugh. Hey Wiz, welcome Horror! Welcome. We are making our way through the time trials. The relic times. Alright, let's go. We are up to Bug Light. And then I'm gonna probably look into seeing what I need, because I gotta double check for like the hidden levels, you know, like hot cocoa and everything. Oh, you left a big message that's gonna have to wait until after this. I was just slow enough. Okay, we're about to get it. There we go. Yes. God, getting all 3 masks. One of the best feelings in any Crash game. Just, ah. This is music that you have sex to, you know? I'm sorry, that was such a weird thing to say. Help. How's it going so far overall? Well, we've gotten gold or better on every level up to this point so far. Absolutely despise Future Frenzy. And what was the other one that I was stuck on for so long? Gold Time, that's fine. All right, now let's look at your big message. Such a great concept and character design, but gameplay can be pretty one-sided, especially when a teammate is asleep at the wheel and there's no forfeit. I used to play League of Legends. I used to play it a lot, so like I do get it. I wasn't good, and I mostly only played it for like I'm not getting into why I played it or whatever. It doesn't matter. I used to play it, but I fully understand the concept of I want to like this game, but it makes me so mad, and I hate it for that reason. Ugh. Now I want to run back. What were the levels that were really giving me trouble on here for tonight's stream so far? It was, let's see, Sphinxinator, fuck that level. Tomb Waiter really fucked that level. Future Frenzy, I managed to get the platinum on. Tomb Waiter and Sphinxinator, and also Mad Bomber, just like my least favorite. Did I get the platinum on the other airplane, on the Coco airplane level? I should see while I'm here. I think I did. No, I only got gold. Bye-bye, blimps. So I am going to double check how I access all the secret levels. I remember how to get to Area 51. But I just want to double check so that it'll be a little bit smoother sailing to get the last few time trial levels. Or is Hot Cocoa just one from the extra warp room? It could just be in the extra warp. Do, 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Third level secret warp room. Hot Cocoa Egapis Rex. Yeah. Okay. Yep. I had to double check. So, the one that I'm specifically remembering. Oh. An option to forfeit would make the game much more playable, but instead you have to ban a match and deal with the 24-hour ban. Do you look at the Gregory Horror Show Soul Collector box art and see if it would be something? Oh, I thought I left a message on it. I'm sorry, Nub, that's the case. And they should add a forfeit. I have multiple friends who play Deadlock and who have gone multiple times saying, why the fuck is there not a forfeit option? I personally think that's like a major oversight from Valve. Like that usually Valve is pretty fucking perfect with game, not perfect, but they are damn near perfect with their game design. They usually think of everything, but a lack of a forfeit in a MOBA is just, it's so dumb. As for I looked at the box art. I'm gonna have to look up gameplay. The fact that it's from Capcom, you know, has me a little intrigued, but the box art at the very least looks interesting. We're gonna hop into Road Crash, not to play it, but to access Hot Cocoa. And we have to beat it once quickly, and then we can come in and do the time trial relic. But I believe it's on Road Crash right at the start here. You run into the alien sign. Like at the beginning of the level here, not too far. There's a UFO or an alien sign, if memory serves. Man, this level is actually kind of enjoyable when you're not doing the relic race. Because my god, the relic race on this level, y'all saw how I was. Yep, here it is. Bonk. It's such a cool way to get a secret. It is. This opens up. Hot Cocoa. Oh, we could do the time trial right away. I'd rather just do the level normally first, just so we can get a feel for it. This is one of the most interesting levels in Crash's series as a whole. It's a non-linear level, so the exit is back there. It's behind a bunch of nitros. There are no Aku crates anywhere in this level. So your only job is to find the nitro detonator switch somewhere in the level. Unlike all the other jet ski ones, you're not like railroaded down a specific path. You just have to go through it and try and find all of them. That's it. And I think that's a very cool concept. And this is why we collected up so many extra lives. I don't know how the hell I'm supposed to reach that. I guess just go at it really, really, really fast and hope for the best. Like that. There we go. Are these bombs moving? They are. Don't get any closer. I'm warning you. Still be it. This is a nice little slowdown from the relic racing. I wouldn't look because of spoilers, but the gameplay is kind of like a mashup of Resident Evil, Metal Gear. Okay, then immediately that's kind of turning me off a little bit because telling me that's like Resident Evil doesn't do much because I'm a puss and I don't like horror games. That's just me, and you're probably never gonna catch me streaming any horror games. And I tried playing the original Metal Gear Solid, and it wasn't my thing. Whether that's because I'm not a fan. Sorry, that bomb got a little closer to comfort. Whether it's because I'm just generally not a fan of more stealthy games, or because of how clunky the original Metal Gear is, that, you know, up for debate. Oh, yep, we gotta find the nitro detonator. I would like to find a checkpoint crate so I can save my progress so far, at the very least. It's not horror. I don't know. The way you're pitching it at me of Resident Evil meets Metal Gear, I mean, I would like to take a little bit of a look before I, you know, hardcore say, yep, we're doing a stream of it. Don't want to make the same mistake that I did with stuff like the movie game night, where I just thought, yeah, Lion King on Genesis is going to be a good game to play. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and checkpoint. Okay. Cool. So I'll probably at some point look up at least a little bit, try not to spoil, just get an idea. Oh, there's the detonator. I'll go ahead and get it now. The camera is very evil in this level. You have to be very careful going across here. There we go. Okay, now we can safely go about the level, carefully getting all the crates. Well, okay, not safely. We still have to worry about the bombs and everything else. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit this checkpoint. Is now all we have to worry about. Oh, we have to go on the ramp here and go super fast so we go under the water. So let me come all the way back here. This is one of those levels that is a little infamous for the time trial relic, because since it's so open, it can be difficult to try and discern what crates you need to hit in what order to get the best time. But you know what, it's a nice change of pace. It's a nice, interesting, it's almost like a puzzle level, more so than any other level in like the entire series, save for stuff like the bonus levels in Crash 1. I specify Crash 1 because, you know, the other games treat them a little bit more like bonuses and not as evil. Actually, no. Even this game's bonus rounds can get a little evil with what they ask you to do and in what order. All right, we're almost there. We only got 14 crates to go. I want to circle back around here and double check I did not get all the crates over here. I thought I did. I want to slip through and grab this, and I want to grab that over there, and then I'll circle around and get the checkpoint, hopefully without dying. I was being wary of the shark because I couldn't remember if it was gonna follow me. Yeah, let's go ahead, let's whip around here and get this checkpoint. I heard a weird sound in the background. I'm so glad I've been playing more Crash 1 just casually, and I am so happy. Oh, there was another checkpoint just right here. So happy coming to a Crash game that I don't have to perfectly run through a level 100% to win it and to count for completion. It is relieving. You know, it's like it's taking a good piss. I don't know why my brain is coming up with these analogies tonight. I'm just not questioning it. We're missing 4 crates. This is where this level is going to be a little annoying, because we have to figure out, okay, there's 1 crate. We have to figure out where these 4 crates are hiding. There's another there. We still have to get that somehow. What kind of games do you enjoy playing? Well, evident by this, I'm quite fond of 3D platformers. Actually, just platformers in general, especially bonus points if they are platformers with an emphasis on either collecting or going fast. And I know the obvious thing is going to be, oh, Sonic. It's like, honestly, I've not played a lot of the Sonic games. By going fast, I mean like encouraging time trial-like gameplay. Oh, is that you are the last crate we need. And boom. now we just gotta make our way back to the start of the level. Quite fond of... I don't want to just blanket term say hero shooters because I'm not too jazzed on stuff like Overwatch, but you know, I like TF2. I like TF2 Classified. I like Marvel Rivals quite a lot, even though I don't play it nearly as much as I should if I want to claim that I like it a lot. I don't know where the exit is. I guess I'm just gonna have to follow the edge of the level here. Find the exit. Because the render distance is so short. Kart racers, specifically older school arcade kart racers. I don't dislike more simulation ones or anything, but I definitely prefer my kart racers to be along the lines of like Crash Team Racing and Mario Kart. Have you played Cuphead? I have. I've not beaten it. Not all the way, but I've played a good amount of it. There we go. And now we're going to immediately jump back into the level so we can go ahead and do the relic on it. Ooh. Hot cocoa. Obtain the gem from hot cocoa. But we'll save first to be safe. But yeah, I have played Cuphead. I don't know if that'd be something I would want to stream. I like it. I especially love the presentation of it with the art and the music. Beautiful. Mwah. And sounds amazing. But I am not that great at it, and I know I'm gonna rage, and I'd rather save my rage for games that I actually just like in general, like this. I'm fine with raging at Crash, because in general I can still step back and say, you know, some of my favorite games of all time. Cuphead, it's good, but it's not quite a favorite of mine. But it is good. It is very good. I've played it with my brother, gotten pretty far in, and I enjoyed my time with it. I'm trying to think of other... I don't want to just list random games because that's not as helpful, because it's like, what kind of games do you enjoy? I feel like it'd be better if I just tried to list like genres and the like. But I find that a little difficult. I guess for specific games. What are other specific games I can list if you really want to know? I love card-based roguelikes. I specifically Inscription, and even more Slay the Spire. Fucking adore Slay the Spire. Anyways, we are now doing Hot Cocoa's time trial, which apparently the dev evil speedrun time requires you to do it in 14 seconds because Retro Achievements kind of hates me. I like Pizza Tower. I like Fallout New Vegas. I'm just trying to think of what games do I currently have set in my favorites on Steam. I should just gun it towards obtain the true platinum relic in Hot Cocoa. Oh, did I already miss out on getting a platinum relic? And if so, what's the gold relic of this level supposed to be? Depending on RPGs, I don't hate them, but they definitely aren't quite my bag overall. I think the funnier and like more lighthearted the RPG, the better. And I know, generic Nintendo fan only plays like Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario. I've not even played much for Paper Mario, so that ain't it, Chief. It's just that if I'm gonna play an RPG, it either has to have a damn good story that's gonna have me invested the whole time, or it's going to be directly fun itself. Also, I'm definitely gonna have to restart for the time relic, aren't I? I should look up what's the time relic for Hot Cocoa for just gold. 30 seconds. Oh, fucking hell. What's the best way to do this? I guess just gun it straight for the nitro detonator and then collect as many time crates on the way back. Like, grab as many as I can on the way there, but also grab as many on the way back. Because I definitely cannot just waste time going after all of them, you know, zigzagging back and forth. I guess I can go for this one because it's right here next to the detonator. Never mind. What about monster collectors like Pokemon? Oh. I used to not like Pokemon as much, but then I've set myself a goal that I want to stream myself playing through and beating every Pokemon game. And so far I've done Pokemon Emerald and Pokemon X on stream. I plan to within a month or two, probably just next month, or maybe maybe closer to April. I plan on doing fucking my brain's turning to sludge because it's trying to remember where the detonator is. Where's the detonator? There it is. Oh yeah, we're not getting this. Maybe we are. Hang on, sorry, I want to lock in and focus here. Never mind. I've never played Yokai Watch. I've grown to like Pokemon more, and in the next couple of months, I have plans to do either Platinum or Pokemon Black. I have not fully decided yet. I just know I want it to be one of those two. I'm not too worried about doing it like in generational order. Not at all. I'm just kind of want to just play what looks interesting to me when it comes to the Pokemon games. All right. I feel like a sub 30-second time is doable if I didn't run into that. Yep. I also, if anyone comes in here knowledgeable on Crash trying to ask me, I'm not going to try and do the nitro breaking glitch. I don't think you can even do it on this version. I think you can only do it on Insane Trilogy. But I figured I'd go ahead and say, yeah, no, we ain't about all that, Chief. Yep. There we go. If you want to go ahead and ask more about different genres, I am an open book. I'm not going to keep anything of that sort secret of what I enjoy or not. Can we get back in time? I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Nah, if we were a little faster, I think we could have made it. To answer the Pokemon one, used to not really like Pokemon, but I've definitely grown more attached to it as I've been streaming the games. You know, that just kind of happens with a lot of games for me. I start off being like, it's fine, and then I stream it and I end up enjoying it quite a lot then, because just kind of force myself to sit down and play it in front of an audience helps a lot with making me enjoy games more, because I can't just throw my hands up. What's your opinion on rhythm games? I like their music, but I suck at them. The only rhythm game that I can play semi-competently is Rhythm Heaven, and even then it's a bit of a crapshoot. But I would rather listen to the music a lot of the time, because I am just not good at them. I don't have the rhythm in my body. They look cool. Okay. That can be enough. There we go. Gold platinum. Wait, then what? Hang on. Wait. Huh? Wait. Oh. Oh. Apparently, the level is broken. The level is broken in the original version of the game, where since the only way to access Hot Cocoa is through Road Crash, it will actually use the platinum times from Road Crash. I'm still gonna count it. So hang on, wait, what was Road Crash's relic time or platinum relic time? Its platinum is very forgiving technically at 117. So I definitely could have gotten that on even my very first attempt. Oh well, what are you gonna do about it? Woohoo! Oh, I gotta check the other hidden level. Is it one that also has a relic of its own? Yes, it does. Yellow gem path and dynamite. Okay, so we have to do the alternate path to Hang 'em High. We're gonna save first, and we're gonna beeline straight to that so we can get the yellow gem and go do Egapis Rex. Save. I have opinions on. Okay, I was about to say I have opinions on every genre of video games. There are some video game genres I just don't have any opinion on. Like visual novels, I don't know. I've never played a single visual novel in my life. I'm getting a drink of water here real quick before we hop into Hang 'em High's alternate level. You know what? Here. Let me. Well, I'm already paused. Let me open up Steam. What's in my favorite games category? Balatro. I just like simple roguelikes like that in general. Battle for Westnoth is an old strategy game that I used to play with my dad when I was real young, and so it's a soft spot for me. See, Skyrim. I like my open world games. It's only my favorites. I don't even know why it's in my favorites. I wish there was a way I could categorize my favorites to be like, these are my true favorites, and these are the ones I just want quick access to. Let's see. JoJo All-Star Battle. I love fighting games, but I suck ass at them. I like Street Fighter. I like Marvel vs. Capcom. Let's see what else is on here. Just Cause. I really love Just Cause 3. Let's see. Beats Tower, Risk of Rain 2. I need to play that more. Shotgun King is an underrated classic in my mind. TF2. Undertale is here. Your only move is hustle. Yeah, it all tracks. All right, we're gonna immediately jump in and do this so we can get the yellow gem, and then we're gonna run over to Dynamite so we can do the other hidden level, and then we can just work on getting all the gems. This is why we were doing all of those relic races. I'm just blowing through my lives because you use them to unlock that hidden warp. I know for a fact I hit spin. You unlock the hidden warp room that's under the time twister. It unlocks new levels and alternate paths to level. I don't need a crash dash. I don't know why. I'm still in relic race mindset. Have you played Deltarune yet? Woo! I've only played the first chapter because, so I'm going to sound like an insane person. I'm aware of how the game is. I thought that just chapter 1 was a little unfulfilling. I thought it was good, but a little short for my liking. And I know the response. Every single time I've said this, people are like, well, yeah, it's only the first chapter. It's like, I get that. But I can still say I thought it was a little underwhelming. So I've made the conscious choice and effort to avoid spoiling as much as I can, and I'm choosing to wait to play the rest of Deltarune when it all comes out. Hey, cool gamer, welcome. Hey, welcome. We were just collecting the yellow gem so I can go do what I think is the last relic that I have to achieve, which means you got to get to Dynamite. I gotta double check which warp room is that in. 11th level, first level of the 3rd warp room. Welcome, cool gamer. Which is this level? No, that's Gee Whiz. I can't read. 3rd warp room is over here. Just talking about games I was being asked, well, what's your favorite games? Yada, yada, yada. And kind of going off on that, talk about how I'm making the very conscious but stupid choice to not play Deltarune until the whole game is out. I'm aware. I have been spoiled on stuff. And it's a conscious choice that I'm making. But I would rather wait till the whole game is out and I can look at it as one piece. I've seen some people argue that I'm not going to get the full experience because part of the Deltarune experience is the whole keeping up with the community and doing the theories and everything. But I don't see that as being a part of the game's experience itself, and more so an experience of being in the Undertale Deltarune fandom. All right, so to access Agapis Rex, doing the Triceratops chase, let the second pterodactyl carry the player away. Okay. We'll also come back to this level, obviously, to get all the crates now that we have the yellow gem, but I'm just here to get the secret. I'm pretty sure I spun you away, bud. If you could add 3 characters into Smash Bros., who would those characters be? Ooh. Very, very good question. I'm going to keep this simple and just assume Sakurai pulled a gun on me and said, fucker, come up with Fighter Pass 2, but it's only going to be 3 characters, so I'm just adding 3 to Ultimate is all. The 3 I would pick. Fuck, that's actually a toughy question. Because we did a stream a while back where I conceptualized a Smash roster from the ground up. But now, adding 3 onto Ultimate, I would say I suck at Crash. There we go, Crash. I don't know why it took me so long to think. I would add Crash Bandicoot. I think he is more than worthy of having a slot in Smash. I love how he plays in Smash Remix. He would be my first one. Second one, realistically, I don't want to do too many third-party picks because that kind of dilutes time to mute the in-game music because we have media share going now. So I have the really weird opinion, and I've always had this opinion, that as much as I like the third-party inclusions in Smash, I hope that the next game tones back on them in favor of more of the Nintendo characters and not, because I think we should highlight some more Nintendo characters in general and not the third-party stuff as much. Crash is going to be my first pick. I'm taking way too long to answer this fucking question. Most people would have a list at the ready, but I want to actually think on my choices, you know? Crash Bandicoot. Keeping with first parties, I think it'd be neat to get another Kirby character, because it kind of surprises me that we only have Kirby, Meta Knight, King Dedede. I hate these fish things. If I had to pick a specific Kirby character, realistically, it'd probably be like Bandana D. But my choice, I would love to get Marks in there from like Superstar Ultra and everything. I fucking love Marks. He's like one of my favorite Kirby characters, and I haven't even played a lot of Kirby games. I just like him. I just think he's neat. That's how I feel about him. And then for my third character, I want to, in general, pick a Mario RPG character. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, Geno. Look, guys, I'm going to be real. I like Geno as much as everyone else does, and it would be cool to see him in Smash. But let's also be real. Outside of the remake, the original Mario RPG really does not have that much relevancy in modern gaming culture. It is a classic. It is a good game. But I don't think it automatically deems Geno as being worthy. Midbus would be a good pick, but if I'm gonna be real here, actually no, I was about to suggest someone. I wanted the pterodactyl to take me away. I was gonna suggest Dimentio, but then I was like, if in this hypothetical we have Marks, we don't need Marks and Dimentio. Take me away. So I want to pick a Mario, not even just an RPG, just another. Actually, no, I don't even know if I'd want to pick a Mario RPG character. I don't want to do the time trial. I want to just do the level normally first. I'm trying to think, because this is what I want to actually think on, and not just Gino and just blurt out answer. I want to think a little. Crash marks. My gut wants to say Waluigi. Fuck it. No, well, I was about to say my gut wants to say Waluigi, but I don't know if they'd let's be real. He's never getting in. This is who I want. I want Waluigi. I would rather have Waluigi in Smash long before Gino. All right, I'm getting up on this high horse. I'm getting up on this weird opinion thing. Gino is fine, but genuinely Waluigi deserves this slot. It's not even for the meme anymore. It's just like he's a long-running Mario character. If they're gonna fucking do shit like, oh, we're putting Super Crown Toadstool into Mario Kart, and we're making baby Waluigi in tennis, there is no reason for regular Waluigi to not be in Smash. I hate everything. I should see if I can jump on the pterodactyls while I'm on Baby T. So yeah, there's my pick. Crash is genuinely like the only hardcore third-party character I want to see in Smash anymore. Just because I truly think he deserves it. He's up there with Sonic, with Mega Man, with Pac-Man in my mind for being like iconic enough in video game history. If you want to try and make the argument, no, he doesn't, because, you know, of the hiatuses, Mega Man wouldn't be in Smash. All right. I've seen some people try to argue that Crash does not have the same relevance as some of those other third-party picks. No, he does. At the time of Smash 4, Mega Man did not really have the same relevance that he ever had. So I do not think it's at all fair. Okay, I can. You see that a new Castlevania was announced? I did see, and I'm interested that we're getting a new Castlevania. And on the Steam page, it says that it's going to play like classic Castlevania, but big butt here, like my own ass here. The fact that it looks so similar to Dead Cells and is being done by some of the guys who did Dead Cells, this is not a diss at Dead Cells. I'm worried that it's going to lean more into that era of gaming. I worry that it's going to be more of a roguelike and not just a classic Castlevania. I'm not against the idea of a Castlevania roguelike, but if they're really going to drum up and be like, it's Castlevania's anniversary, we're doing a dead-ass new Castlevania, I want it to be just a regular Castlevania. I want that, personally. Fair concern. I've also seen a lot of discourse. Also, we're going back in to do the Agapiss Rex time trial quick. Also, hang on. I would love to see Jibanyan from Yokai Watch in Smash, but I don't think he's popular enough in other parts of the world besides Japan. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I only really know Yokai Watch because I used to watch the anime a little bit on Disney XD. And because I have a friend who really likes Yokai Watch, but even then, she only really brings it up in passing if someone else happens to bring up, hey, what are some cool 3DS games that you recommend? Or hey, what's an RPG similar to Pokemon, but not Pokemon? But even then, she would also be likely to possibly say Digimon before Yokai Watch. So I can't say much on that. Back on the Castlevania. I've seen a lot of discourse over the art style, and I'm kind of mixed on it. On one hand, I like it because it reminds me of something like Metroid Dread, which even though I've not played that game, I don't know why, just some okay. Well, Hi, Mega Man. We were talking about you a minute ago. I love you, even though I said that you weren't relevant around the time of Smash 4. I still hold that thought, but like, hi, I love you, Mega Man. Oop. What was I saying? Ugh. I like the art style of Belmont's Curse, but I also would kind of wish... I was talking with a friend when it was announced. I kind of wish they leaned into the gothic aesthetic just a little bit more. Just a wee bit more. It's like, it needs to be 10% more gothic in its art style. Aku, why did you fuck that up? I wanted to enter the special stage. State of play, I'm gonna be real, that state of play was actually pretty good. I watched it through. I normally don't watch state of plays, but after the... Let's be real, guys. That Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase was piss poor. It was such a nothing Nintendo Direct, and I hope those rumors that we're getting an actual Nintendo Direct later this month are true, because that Partner Showcase was so nothing. So I watched the state of play. It was pretty good all around. The God of War OG Trilogy remake, that's cool to see. I think maybe I've not really played the original God of... Fuck that up. I've not really played the original God of War much, so the original trilogy much, so I don't have too much of a direct opinion. I just think it's cool. I'm trying to think what else was specifically announced in it. No Crash, so I'm a sad boy because we got no Crash or Spyro, and now I've lost Baby T, but it's fine. I'll just do this part on foot without him. Little ingrate. We'll get him again in a second here. Come on, Baby T. And we fucked up. Somebody made a really good Jumanji on character mod for Mario Kart Wii just yesterday. It looks really good. Hell yeah. It's actually cool when your niche fandom gets mods like that. Like, I do love whenever stuff like that happens. I'm trying to... My brain's split between trying to focus on doing the time trial and also trying to talk about the direct... Not the direct, the state of play. Because there was cool stuff. I remember there was cool stuff, but I'm struggling to remember off the top of my head. And I was talking God of War. I think it's cool we're getting a remake trilogy. Maybe it'll give me an excuse to try out the games at some point, because I just never have. Not a diss to them or anything. I just have never played them. What was all announced? Like, what were some of the big stuff? I'm struggling to remember, while also going for this relic time. My brain is failing me tonight, as it does relatively often. I imagine there's going to be a Pokemon Presents later this month for the big anniversary, plus it's Sonic's 35th this year. It's also the anniversary of Sonic 06. Let's not forget that, everyone. And we can't let Sega forget either. I just remember specifically seeing rumors that we're going to get a big Nintendo Direct at the end of the month. And that it's specifically, and I don't really believe this part too much, that it's going to have a 3D Mario shown off. That I don't believe. So I'm really struggling to remember what was in the state of play off the top of my head. There wasn't a lot that specifically interested me, but it was a lot of stuff that I remember being like, okay, that's neat. Second Japan made for Mario Kart Wii. They were made by 2 different people. That's adorable to hear. 2 different people deciding, yeah, let's give the obscure Creature Collector 3DS game a mod on Mario Kart Wii. That whole lateral thinking, and I've possibly fucked up the run. Yep. Yep. Let's see, did we get the gold at least? We got platinum! Good for the win! There we go. I think that is the last... Well, no, that's not the last relic. We still got to do Area 51. But now... I think I'll go ahead and do that now. I'm going to get a drink of water. Once we get it... God, this is weird to hear without all the music. Once we go back to and get the... Is Area 51 the last level? No, we also have... We have Ski Crazed, Area 51, and Rings of Power to do. The time trial is pretty generous. Yeah, it seemed like it. What games are you hoping for the next Nintendo Direct? Honestly, I don't have any specific hopes, at least not off the top of my head, because I don't like trying to speculate or get my hopes up for specific games in a Direct, because they're never gonna hit them. I just want something that I want the Switch 2's big heavy hitter. I know it's a broken record. Everyone's saying, "Oh, the Switch 2 needs a heavy hitter." It kind of does. Like Mario Kart World, yeah, it was good, but like, I don't know. I don't have a Switch 2. I need to preface, anytime I talk about this damn console, I don't own it. So I'm speaking purely from an outsider view. It doesn't feel like the Switch 2 really has that big heavy hitter. It doesn't have its, you know, it's Wii Sports. It doesn't have its Mario Odyssey or Breath of the Wild. We're gonna go for the time trial first. We're gonna do this a little cuckoo, a little crazy, because there's not a crystal in this level to grab. You know, it doesn't really have its big, like, oh my god, I need a Switch 2 game. The closest you have is stuff like Bonanza and Mario Kart World, but like, in both of those cases, it's a pretty damn good 3D platformer and another Mario Kart, which it's a pretty damn good Mario Kart, but it's another Mario Kart is all. You know, that's not really the big system thing. And a lot of people, myself included, were expecting, okay, clearly they're gonna have some kind of big holiday title lined up, and they didn't really. I guess Metroid Prime 4 was their holiday title, but that's kind of a stretch. And you know, there was a Pokemon Legends ZA, but that was on Switch 1, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think it was a combination of not really having that big out the gate game, but also not having a specific holiday title. Kinda probably hurt the Switch in the long run. Plus Metroid Prime 4 is very mixed from what I've heard. I've also heard that it's very mixed. And also, let's be real, Metroid Prime is good. No one here is saying Metroid Prime is bad or anything like that. When I say a holiday title, I mean the game that, like, when you're a kid, you tell your mom, hey, look at what we can get this Christmas. What kid? What, like, really? What family is gonna be like, ah, yes, let's get our kid Metroid Prime 4? I just don't feel like that was really the game, the holiday title, you know? Holiday title is stuff like the new Mario, the new Zelda, or if you really want to be a dick about it, a new Mario Kart. But Mario Kart World released early in the year, so it kind of lost in the running to be the holiday title. Oh, did I fuck this up by not hitting the nitro crate? I'm gonna piss. Who wants to do that level again? That level was so good, we're gonna do it 2 times in a row. It's fine. I can rant more. I can rant and ramble. We're gonna restart because I immediately realized I need to fix that. So, Nintendo Direct hopes. Let's see. If we hadn't gotten that Tomodachi Life Direct, you know, just not that long ago, I would say, oh, I would love to see more for Living the Dream because I'm very excited for that game. But, you know, we just got that direct. It's difficult to think of stuff because, like, Tears of the Kingdom came out way too close for me to be like, oh, I hope we get, maybe we'll see a new Zelda. Well, if we see a new Zelda, it's not going to be a new 3D one. And that makes me kind of just hope we don't see a new 3D Zelda because it's probably just going to be, you know, I'm okay with this because it's Mario Kart. Then that means it's probably going to be something like Switch 2 edition of Tears of the Kingdom and nothing too exciting. A 3D Mario would be cool, I guess, but we have Donkey Kong Bonanza. That's the 3D platformer for the Switch right now. It was even made by the main Mario development team. So it genuinely is really hard to think of something. I guess the only big heavy hitter, like, okay, you know what? Here's what we can specifically ask for, and here's what I specifically hope to see. I want a new IP from Nintendo, for one. That would be cool to see, you know, like along the same vein of Splatoon or ARMS or something. That'd be cool. Just completely out of the box. Nintendogs, you know, now that I think about it, Nintendogs could be an interesting one to bring back. I think that could be cool. Have you played Miitopia before? Yes. I've streamed it a couple times even. I quite like it. And I'm trying, but back to hypotheticalizing. I can't believe I jumped over both of those. Okay, we're gonna run through. We have the Aku. It'll be faster this way. Up. 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 We gotta hit that nitro detonator. I'm really trying to scratch my brain here and think, like, what does the Switch 2 need? What do I think the Switch 2 could use right now? It's really just, it needs those heavy hitter games. That's it. It just needs those big ones. I think Smash could take that, but I don't know if I want a new Smash or like a remaster of Ultimate would also be nice. There we go. Now we got that relic. We're gonna go and get the relic in the other levels real quick. Punch Out, you know, okay, here we go. Punch Out would be cool to finally see come back. That'd be nice. But I don't really think that's something. I would be happy if Punch Out came out and it was like for the Switch 2. But I can also say that wouldn't really be a big system seller. That's not like you need this console game. We're gonna do the time trial first. Just to get it over with while we're already here and doing time trials. I don't know. I want to sit here and think, because speculating about future Nintendo Directs can always be fun, even if a lot of the time we're wrong about them. It's still just interesting to think about. But we're in such a weird spot with what games have already come out and what games we know are coming, that it's hard to... It's hard. Okay, wise guy, you do. I don't know. Chat, you know what? Sure, chat. What are you hoping to see in this hypothetical late February Nintendo Direct? What do we want to see? Because I'm a little stumped. I'm a wee bit stumped. So come on, I know I can do this. I did this on the Insane Trilogy without much fuss. I missed a bunch of crates there. This dramatic ass music. Okay, we're gonna... You know what? Okay, insane idea. And I know it is definitely not going to happen, but fuck it, dream direct idea. If Brothership sold well enough, how feasible would a Mario and Luigi collection on Switch be? I don't think it'd be all the games, but put like Bowser's Inside Story on the Switch. That game is too damn good to be locked on only the 3DS or the regular DS. Personally, perhaps a new Paper Mario game that's more in line with the first two, with the storytelling of Super. I maybe could see that. When did Origami King came out? I feel like that's still somewhat too new to really happen, but I wouldn't be against it. You know what? Monkey's Paw Curls Super Paper Mario Remaster. Fuck it, Nintendo. Come on. There's nostalgia for it. I'm nostalgic for it, at the very least. I like Super Paper Mario. I would gladly get it again, just have it on my Switch. Do it, cowards. Okay. I know there's like 3 crates right up here. I'm just gonna keep going at it and hope that I can make up the time. Let's see. Bowser's Inside Story Remaster. Man, how does Miyamoto do it, coming up with every game in the Direct? How does he do it? I bet if I just like sat down and actually got to think and I wasn't trying to time trial a difficult motorcycle stage, I could definitely come up with some actual ideas that aren't just random. Okay, bring back Super Paper Mario. Bring back Vegas Stakes on the Super Nintendo. What else would I want to see in a Direct? DS coming to NSO, and then they put Bowser's Inside Story there. It would probably be on Switch 2 only, even though the Switch 1 could easily handle emulating DS hardware. But they would really, they would do what they're doing with the GameCube NSO and really try and push perhaps something Kirby, whether it be a fleshed out spin-off or a new main line. I wouldn't be against anything new Kirby. I feel like it's not super likely because Forgotten Lands just had its like re-release thing, but I'm also stupid, so who knows? Pretty good. I like the time that we've got going on this. The bastard bumped me off the road twice. Putting all my hopes up on a sequel to that Japanese games where you play as a cat businessman that sold 100 copies. I don't know what game you're referring to. Horror about being a cat businessman. Kirby tends to be a frequent flyer at Nintendo Directs. Yeah, so I could see something Kirby, but I don't see a mainline Kirby. Trying to think. You know what? Here. I don't want this to happen, but I could easily see it. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker sequel. Just a full-on sequel for Switch 2. There we go. I don't necessarily want it, but trying to peer into my little crystal ball to imagine what is Nintendo going to pull out of their ass for a Direct. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker 2. Absolutely no one really wants... I don't know. I thought Captain Toad Treasure Tracker was fine when I've played of it. I've only played a little. But I don't think I've seen anyone yearn for a sequel. Or at least I've not seen any yearning. This is on the Wii and apparently only sold around 100 copies. Yeah, I've never heard of the cat businessman game that you are referring to, Horror. And I feel bad because that sounds kind of funny. Okay, put Munchables on the Switch. Put the Munchables on there. Revive the speedrun community. let's see here. Let's see. Let's peer into our crystal ball some more. What is Nintendo going to reveal late February? You know what? Let's really make that monkey's paw curl an uncomfortable amount. A 3D Mario is in development, but not a smidge of gameplay is shown. Luigi's Mansion 1 on Switch would be neat. Well, wasn't there already a remaster of Luigi's Mansion 1? I know it was on 3DS, but I could have sworn it was also on Switch. I could just be very wrong. It was only on 3DS? Goddamn. This level is a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna turn the music back on, because I like the music of this game. What else? What else could Nintendo? I'm trying to think of like brand new stuff and not just remaster, remake. It's not on the Switch, although Luigi in Dark Mood got ported to Switch. Need Nintendo to release a Smash Bros. Like game, but instead of fighting game, it's a dating game. Only. Okay, no, hear me out. They're never gonna do this. Legend of Zelda dating sim, so I can finally ask Urbosa out to be my Valentine. Nintendo, I will pay for 100 copies myself if you do this, please. And thank you. Or Smash Bros. Dating sim, sure. They call it Love of the Battlefield. It's genius, it's fire writing. Nintendo, get me on. You are allowed to date literally everyone except for the child characters. Go at it. Everyone gets nice visual novel style renders. The entirety of the internet is fed very well for several years because we get to see Luigi in a suit. Everyone's happy. Wins all around. Honestly, if I'm being 100% fucking real, I could see Nintendo doing a dead-ass dating sim of some kind in the future. They've tackled some weird genres here and there. You know, we got Splatoon. Like, let's rewind our brains back to 2017. Or like pre-2017. If you told someone that Nintendo was developing a team-based shooter, they would call you a fucking madman. Like, no one in their right mind would believe that, you know, a team-based shooter was coming from Nintendo, even with the stipulation of, oh, it's all ink. Like, no one would believe that. They would call you crazy. They would tie you up by your ankles and throw rocks at you for even suggesting that that was a thing. Also, there's no way I got the gold time. God, this... Please, can I just restart the time trial? Don't boot me out, please. That was ass. And we gotta go back into the level. Luigi's been in a suit before. No. I mean like a fully commit to putting Luigi into a suit. Like, give me Tumblr fan art Luigi with Riz, all right? Then come back to me. I'm like, imagine I'm like Jameson from Spider-Man. I want to see Luigi in a damn dapper ass suit, slick back hair and everything. Give me the dreamy eyes. Don't come back until you get that. On my desk tomorrow. God damn it, Nintendo. Listen to me. I'm a white guy on the internet who wears glasses. I have the ideas. I'm the armchair game dev. What else? What the fuck else could Nintendo do at a direct? What would please everyone? Oh god, you sent a big message. I'll pause and read that. Honestly, a roguelike take on one of Nintendo's main franchises would be cool. We got a hint of it in Splatoon 3's DLC, so I'd like to see it for some of their other franchises. What would the dating game be age rate? Okay, I'll do those in the order that they were said. I think a roguelike would be cool. I feel like the obvious answer that a lot of people would point towards is a Zelda roguelike. And I'm not against that. I think a Zelda-themed roguelike would be really cool. Personally, I think it'd be even funnier if we got something like, I don't want to say a Mario roguelike. I just think something like a really out there franchise to turn into an action roguelike for Nintendo. I'm trying to think of something as a specific example. Maybe even Kirby. I could see Kirby tackling an action roguelike. They just kind of do whatever with them all the time, so sure. As for age rating, it wouldn't be mature. It would not be mature, sadly. Very sadly. It would be, I think, E10 and up. Maybe teen. Like, clearly there would be date options, but it would be written in a way that they would never even hint at anything steamy going on after the date. At most, absolute most, you would get like cutscenes based on like how, like as an ending on like you having a child with some of them. But even then, I think that's pushing it, because there's no way in hell Nintendo's gonna say, yep, you marry Princess Peach and have a kid with her. They would never do that. You know, they would already never do a dating sim, but at least a dating sim is like kind of like a, you know, maybe, just maybe. But there's no way in hell Nintendo would open the floodgates to the possibility of risen up Peach and getting an heir to the throne, if you know what I'm saying. So E10 and up, maybe teen, nothing past that. But I will say it now. I will say it now. We're peering into this alternate reality where this game exists. So many people are going to take a poorly translated or like poorly worded message in the game as meaning something far deeper and make a big deal out of it for Nintendo to then update the game. I don't know what it would be, but it was, someone would take a very out of context line from like Luigi or something and be like, "Oh, Luigi, you scoundrel," and it would blow up on Twitter, and then the next day Nintendo pushed it out pat that's like, fuck it, you don't get that voice, you don't get that line anymore. All right, I believe we have to spin through the rings to go faster. What franchises would be in the dating game? Smash Bros dating game. It's just that, it as advertised. I gotta remember how to go faster. It would be all the franchises except for, like I said, we're not doing any of the like kid characters, so you wouldn't have Pokemon. I accidentally hit the Steam home button on my controller. Oh wait, how am I going fast now? No, Steam, stop. No! Ah, big picture. Stop. I didn't want this. No. No one likes big picture mode. Stop. Stop, please. Pain. I accidentally hit my controller as one of those home buttons and it activated fucking Steam big picture mode. Pain. Just pain. Huh. Turns out I was stupid in holding the brake button also. Which you kind of need to hit to get some of those turns. But yeah, I think basically any franchise from Smash, date them. Mario, Luigi, Zelda, Metroid. Fuck it. Date Ridley. Who cares anymore? I can personally name several friends who would jump at the chance to date Ridley in a dating game. All right? So don't tell me that that's out of the question. The amount of people who thirst over characters like King K. Rool, unbelievable. It would sell 1 million copies just for the fact alone that Nintendo is brave enough to say, fuck it, date the lizard. They're not prunes. They added Did you see the options they have for living the dream? Did you see the Rizmaster Hugh Morris? They ain't cowards. They know what the people want. They saw how well clown people do online and said, fuck it. Hugh Morris gets everyone. And I love it. I love him for that. Clearly Nintendo, when it comes to some aspects, are in tune with what the people want. And if they can tune into more of that for Love is a Battlefield, it would do amazingly. No one would expect it. No one would really be sure if they even wanted it until it's out. And then they would realize, oh my god, this is what I've been missing in my life for so long. You'll all see. You'll all see if this ever happens, and you all call me a madman for suggesting any of these ideas. You'll see. Can I shoot down my opponents? No. Man, this is just like Freaky Flyers on the GameCube. That's a real video game, by the way. I'm not just making shit up. It's actually pretty good. I guess I'll turn the hypothetical around to you. Really? I don't think I hit the Nitro crate, even though the game says I did. Who would you want to date in this hypothetical dating game? This is all in the land of hypotheticals. Who would you date in the Smash dating game? Or a real game of Smash or Pass, if I say. Do you think it would be the most sold Nintendo game? I don't think it'd be most sold, but it would definitely outsell even Nintendo's projections. Nintendo would put it out as like an experimental, like, let's see if they like this, and then be blown away by the amount of sales. Oh, so I should have been shooting this whole time. I'm stupid. It would get a lot of sales. It would get more than what Nintendo thought, even to the point where they consider DLC for the game. I don't know what that DLC would include if the base game is already the Smash roster. Go on, chat. Who are you all risen up in this game? Also, please tell me we got a gold relic, because I really don't want to play through this level relic race again. Only a sapphire? God. Dating Duck Hunt Duo for sure. Oh, wait, no, but like, okay. Consider the following. Nintendo is either cowards and blocked those characters out completely, or, hear me out, they anthropomorphize Duck Hunt Duo and allow a polyamorous relationship. Or you can date them individually. Hear me out. I'm not saying I want to date the dog, but I'm saying the buzz and the amount of people who would go insane for that. Also, god damn it, 1 minute and 1 second for... Do I have to constantly be hitting those spins? Because those spins are hard to control. Maybe I do. All right. Spin. Spinning it is. Spinning is a great trick. I love it. Okay. I can't believe I hit that one. I'm in tune with what the people want way more than Nintendo would ever be. I hate that airplane guy. Oh, I shouldn't have shot it. It's fine, we're going for it anyways. I hate... Only reason I suggest anthropomorphizing them, look, if they're already going whole hog and letting you date K. Rool, what about a character like Isabelle or Fox? Leave them as is. I have seen things online that enough people already want to go after Isabelle in her current form. You do not have to anthropomorphize her. Plenty of people, trust me when I say, plenty of people already really like Isabelle. You would not have to do anything for her. That's all I'm gonna leave it at. I'm so glad that counted as me hitting that ring. And Fox is already very human-like, all right? Let's be real, guys. We're not kidding ourselves here. Fox, he's already a furry. Also, goddamn, I don't know how I'm supposed to go so much faster. I don't know what the game is asking of me to so drastically speed up. But I'm damn well trying. Come on. Come on, Crash. Okay. Come on. Come on, Crash. What about Rob? Yeah, no, there's already plenty of people who like robots. I could see them maybe changing him to look a little more humanoid, but overall, I don't see them needing to do much for him. Oh, it's being very generous with what wants to count me going through these rings. Gold time achieved. That was a gold time, right? Yes. Thank you. What's a platinum time on this level? What's the platinum time for this level? Let me check here. 51 seconds. I have to go 10 seconds faster. Can we go back to hypotheticalizing about the dating sim? I'd rather do that than think about more relic racing. Well, we've gotten all the relics in the game now that we need. So I'm trying to decide, do I end the stream off early, you know, 20 minutes early, and then just do the rest of the gym? And we'll go ahead and start doing some of the gym hunting. We will go ahead. We're gonna go back up and save so we don't lose any of our progress. You're also avoiding the question, chat. You were asking me how would certain characters work. In the Smash Bros. Dating game, who are you going after? Go on. Let's see, as for me, Urbosa's not in the game, so she's out. Insane music to start up this talk. Rosalina. That's who I'm going for. Or genuinely possibly Link. I guess the only issue with this game possibly is they need to probably confirm ages for some of the characters. All right, I'm just checking. Are there any more colored gems on any of these? Future Frenzy, no. Wings of Power, we just gotta get all the crates. Let me see how I get the colored gems again, because I gotta remember how to get all the colored gems. We got the yellow gem. So it contains the green gem, which is obtained by completing the death route. All right, so we will go and do it then. Let's go get the green gem. Let's quickly dash through and get the colored gems at the very least tonight. You know, we can do that. Which means we gotta go to Flaming Passion, which it... Oh, yep, we get a gem from Coco. The last gem, though it's not the last gem. But you get a little firework display that she gives it to you for doing all the relics. There we go. And my thumb is nary a bruise. Has nary a bruise on it. Go on, chat. I'm serious. This is a judgmental free zone. I'm not gonna judge you. No one's gonna judge you. Who are you going after in Battlefield of Love? Love of the Battlefield. Whatever the fuck we call it. Yep, I gotta get up to the death route. I don't know why that happened. It's so weird coming back and doing this level now. Well, that sucks. I'm simply not going to answer the question. You know what? Understandable. That's fair if you want to keep it to yourself. I'm just asking because it was brought up. Because it was brought up. It's like, all right, chat, who are you going for? All right, we already did everything we need to. We never have to touch this level again because I got the platinum relic. Does it list? I'm actually curious. Does it list my platinums too, or only the golds? Powers. Gems. I don't remember getting the red gem. 8 platinum in total. This is one of them too. For every platinum, I'm a little happier because that means one less level I'm gonna have to come back to in that way future all platinum relics stream. Damn it. You know what? Oh, here's the thing for Nintendo Direct. So Shovel Knight, Shovel of Hope Deluxe is happening, right? Wouldn't it be wacky ass crazy if they announced the release date in the Nintendo Direct? I feel like it'd be fitting. Consider the following. Just that. I don't have anything more to say in that regard. I just think it'd be very fitting for how much Shovel Knight did for Nintendo if they just decided, fuck it. Here's Shovel of Hope Deluxe coming out on Nintendo Switch. Blank date. That reminds me, didn't Meal of Hollower get a release window? Yeah, it did, and it has a demo on the PlayStation 5. Would there be more characters added that aren't in Smash? Doesn't have to be new franchise, just more characters from franchise. No, it would just be Smash. But in the future, Nintendo would consider more dating sims in general. This would be like their testing grounds to see if they can get away with doing a dating sim in general. Now we gotta do this death route to get the green gem. That's all it would be. Would just be the Smash. I'm so glad the level gave me a chance to actually react and know what's going to happen. And now I really hope that this isn't like Crash 1 death routes where dying in the death route counts and I have to restart the whole level. I don't think it does. Maybe in the future, either as a video or as a stream. Actually, no, I don't think I want to go too in depth with this idea. It's a funny hypothetical, especially as oh, wouldn't that be so crazy if they did it? But like, I don't know, beyond the initial idea of oh, isn't that so crazy? It's like, there's not really much else to talk about, is there? You know? It would be crazy and cool. And I would definitely give it a try, at least out of curiosity. There's not much more to discuss past that. Ow. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure didn't Rivals of Aether do, whether it was like legit or as an April Fool's joke, didn't they do a dating sim? I could be misremembering, but I could have sworn that was a thing. I could entirely just be making shit up. Yeah, Lovers of Aether. Yeah, so it's not like it's entirely out of the question. It's entirely possible. Has anyone here played that? I've not played much Rivals of Aether, so what's the hardest level for you personally in this game? Well, the thing that I love about this game is that playing through the levels casually, none of them are really that hard. They're all pretty standard, you know, none really. Oh my god, it counted us getting the green gem, but we still have to get back through this part. I was trying to see, because there are more crates I need to get. Hardest level, I think, just to play and beat in this game specifically, it's a toughie. Because I'll answer in two ways, because I like being a fucking riddle master and answering questions in multiple ways. Hardest level to just hardcore beat, I guess it would probably be something like Tomb Waiter. You know what? No, Tomb Waiter. There you go. Because it's at the very least my least favorite level. Maybe not necessarily the hardest, but it's the one that I dislike going back to. And I know I just said I was going to give a fucking Sphinx Riddle Master answer of 2. Nah, hardest to platinum / just relic in general. Also Tomb Waiter. I hate that place. I know I spent more time on Road Crash and, you know, High Time, or how I'm spending a lot of time on this level. I don't care. I don't care. I would much rather play through Road Crash again. I would rather play through any of the motorcycle levels and have to do their Gold Relic or possibly even Platinum Relic than have to Gold or Platinum Relic Tomb Waiter. That level is a fucking dirty stain in my pants of a level. And it's all down to the fucking frustrating water mechanic. And that's all it is. On its own, it's an okay Egypt level. But like, otherwise, it's God. It's just not good otherwise. There, that was the one crate we missed back here, I'm pretty sure. Hopefully. I'm not, why am I worried about getting the crates? We can come back and get the crates, you know, some other time. I'm worried, I should be worried more about getting the colored gems. Maybe once I've completed the game fully and have all my thoughts in a row, I can do like a ranking of what were the top 5 worst levels to play and what were the top 5 worst levels to Gold Relic or something. But right now, for both of those lists, Tomb Waiter sits very nicely at the top. Very, very nicely at the top of that list. I don't know how I'm supposed to destroy all those crates without dying. Wait, how do I? Because that's a metal crate. Wait, how am I? Wait, how am I? How am I to do this? Oh, wait. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Genuinely forgot I had this as an option. Yeah, there we go. Mostly because this just does not come up much in regular levels. Oh, fuck, and that means I actually have to go back and get all the nitros back here too, don't I? God, doing the relic races really has me forgetting the Wumpa cannon exists, because you just never use it in the relics. Hopefully I'm far enough away. What's single worst level from the entire Crash series? Off the top of my head, it is tied between, you know what, I'll give them for the individual games. For the first Crash game, keep in mind, I've only played, I said this earlier in the stream, and you probably weren't here for it. I've only played, oh, I'm missing 2 crates. What 2 crates? There's that crate, but it says I'm missing one other. Where's the last crate? We'll come back for it. I've only played for Crash games the original trilogy. I'm so sad. I've played the original trilogy, Flash Team Racing, and It's About Time. That's all I've played. We're not even doing the bonus round. I don't have to. Can I kill this guy? Yes. I've played the original trilogy, Racing, and 4. But if I had to pick right now my least favorite levels, it would go to Sunset Vista and Crash 1 for being a goddamn fucking marathon to go through, and Cold Hard Crash in Crash 2 for its insipid, its awful death route back and forth problem. Sunset Vista is just bad because it's a goddamn marathon of a level, and considering that game's 100% completion requires you to do the levels all in one go without dying ever, is what makes it so egregious. And Cold Hard Crash is only loathed to me because of the terrible death route. I'm pulling up the list of levels so I can just see where all the colored gems are at, because I don't feel like looking. Oh boy, the blue gem is in Tomb Raider. I'm gonna go back to fucking Tomb Raider. Yeah. We have to do. It's at the end here, I think. We have to do a death route to get it, guys. Isn't it great? The level that I was just dunking on and saying how much I absolutely despise and would rather play like any of the fucking... I don't know why I started the time trial. I don't need the time trial. This... It's fine. We're not going for speed. We are here to not die is all. Kill that guy. We'll come back for the crate. Oh, actually, no. I've already gotten the crate gem on this level. I gotta go. I'll see you later, Wiz. Goodbye, horror. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by. You just gotta not die on this level. That's all. That's all I gotta do. At least until the death route. I don't think that's the death route. I'm pretty sure that's the normal route. I'm like pretty sure that's the normal route. Is there, does this stage have a bonus round or only? Gallery. I don't know if it's the death route or not. Yeah, we're not gonna search through. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. And since it's a bonus round, it shouldn't count towards dying if we die in it. Let's go ahead and just do it. Oh, game, you fool. I have this. Your puzzles mean nothing to me. Your puzzles mean nothing. I bypass them. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, whatever will I do? I'm so glad that this is like a later game power-up because it absolutely breaks everything. We're gonna speedrun getting the colored gems real quick, and then I'll probably wrap up for tonight. And then tomorrow, not tomorrow, next week should in theory be the final stream we have to do of this game, because it'll be a straight shot, well, the final stream of, you know, 100%ing the game. Because it'll be a straight shot of just getting all the leftover gems. And since we're on the straight shot, we will mute and listen to the music of Cool Gamer. Kill. Kill. Ah. The Wumpa Cannon is possibly one of my favorite power-ups in the game, just for how stupid it is. Up. Yep. I'll pull this out. Shoot the enemy and the nitros because I can. There's the death route. There it is. There she blows, mateys. Just have to do this death route and then we can get the gem. Hang on. I like how there's some potential challenge for this if I didn't just have this. I do. We're gonna play it safe. We're not rushing. Hang on now. This Wumpa Cannon can fire in spurts. Why aren't you braking? There we go. Pretty sure this falls if we leave it. Yep. Yep. Wait. This is very extreme, high octane music for, you know, this level. This level doesn't deserve it. This level deserves nothing good. There, blue gem achieved. How many more color gems do we need? Like one more, I think. Because I have the yellow gem. I needed it to access it. We just need the purple one in high time, it looks like. There's also a death route. That's it. We just have to do high time. And we will have all the colored gems. High time is right here. No, that's road crash. High time is right here. Oh, goody gumdrop. The other level that I was bemoaning and hating on last week to do the time on. Of course, it's the other level that has the colored gem. So we already got the regular gem here. We just need to not die. That's all. And starting off with Aku Aku is definitely a boon I enjoy. Oh god, don't worry. We're not speeding through it. That's the important bit. We're not needing to speed through it. We can take it as slow as we'd like because we are just here to get the death route. And in fact, now sadly we can't do that well on the monkey bars, but it's fine, we don't need to. We're gonna be patient and slow and careful. Because as we also saw during the Hang 'em High speed run attempts, this level really likes to do bullshit like make you fall through the floor and knock you off of the fucking monkey bars for no reason. There we go. Now we just have to do this death route, which should be easy no matter what it throws at me because we have the Wumpa Cannon. Like, it genuinely shouldn't be able to throw anything too crazy at me because of this. Sure. You know what? Not even kill him. It was right there! Luckily, it doesn't count. It doesn't count dying in the death route. But I swear to God, if it did, I would say things and be angry, but we're not. Just a little frustrated that I missed a jump at the end due to a lack of patience. That's not the level's fault. That was me being impatient with the shitty levels bullshit. That is all. There, we even managed to get through there. I don't like that Scorpion's placement. Oh, the Mario and Luigi music. And purple gem grabbed. We've gotten all the colors of the rainbow now, I believe. Stretch my body up and down, back and forth. I like that it calls it an amethyst up in that achievement when it's just a purple gem. You don't need to call it by its legal name. All right, before I save, let me double check here. 85%, 25 crystals, all the power-ups, all the colored gems. So all we're gonna have to do next week is just go through the very few. That is an amazing image to end tonight off on for that save icon for grungy. That is how I feel. But we have gotten all the gold relics, 25 of the gems. We just need to do the last few gems and then refight the final boss next week. That's all. That's all. This is fine. This is fine. This is how I feel. Yes. Okay. So, thank you everyone for watching. I'll talk and let the music play as we wrap up. This still, despite the phlegm that has come from me and all the obscenities and everything, I still consider this to easily be one of my favorite games of all time. And I still do quite love this game a lot. I really, really do. But, goddamn, some of the stipulations for the gold times are a little much. They're a little much. That's all I'm gonna say. And I fear for future Wizard when he has to do the platinum stream. I don't know when I'm going to or what stipulations I'm going to do. Like, oh, get me to 10,000 subs on YouTube and 200 followers on Twitch. And then I'll do it. I don't know. I'm going to put insane numbers behind it. And probably just do it all as one big fuck it. We're going to do the platinums for the original trilogy. Just do it all then. But that is for later. Especially for later is doing the rest of the gems necessary. I'm gonna save again to be completely safe. Thank you all for watching. Tune back in Monday night where we are going to play more Anton Blast. We're gonna work on doing more completion for that game and work on the goddamn time trials there because I can never escape time trials in my crate-based breaking, spinning platform games. And until next time, it's the same stupid wizard you love, it's the same channel you love. I hope you all had a good time because I mostly did. And good night. Can I sneakily do a fade out with the music by just sliding the media share down? Good night, everyone.